This is going to be a bit of a controversial one.
What is this? What are we doing now?
We're going to rank some of the Warhammer 40K YouTubers. Let's try to keep things civil. Right, Donald?
Whatever, Obama. I know my ranking is the objective correct one, but I suppose I'll listen to you both.
All right, first up is Dreadanon. Where are we putting him? I think he easily fits in A tier.
C tier. His memes are a hit or miss for me personally. I think some of them are just rehashed versions of old ones.
Fuck you, Sleepy Joe. He's great. You say that like your speeches don't make One Mind Syndicate sound interesting in comparison.
Donald, what did I say about keeping things civil? I can kind of agree with Joe. Some of his memes aren't the funniest, but the production quality can't be denied. So I'm holding my ground at A tier.
I refuse.
Fine, B tier if it'll make Joe shut up.
Not the happiest with this, but I guess I can settle with B tier for Dread.
Next is Luton09.
Now this is an easy A tier for me. This man is a paragon of 40K lore.
Finally, I agree with Joe. He's great. His videos are very informative, and he makes sure to fact-check even the slightest details.
I'd personally say low A, high B tier. His videos can admittedly be a bit too long to get invested into, but I'll happily put him at A tier.
Good, he deserves nothing less.
Next is One Mind. I don't think we really need to debate this. D tier.
Absolutely. If I recall, they copy directly from the wiki.
In fact, I petition we change D tier to just One Mind tier.
Yes.
Agreed. Next is Gamza. I'm going to put him at C tier.
I can agree with that. His content is interesting, but gosh, did he fall from grace.
Poor bastard.
Alpha is up next, immediate S tier. He's by far the best 40K content creator.
I still cry into my towel body pillow every night ever since he quit the TTS series due to GW.
I personally recommend declaring war on the UK for this transgression, Joe.
Agreed. Regardless, the Emperor TTS series will go down as the animation show that drew in the majority of newer 40K fans. S tier. Any arguments against it warrants instant lobotomization into a servitor.
Baldi is up next.
This wholesome man deserves nothing less than A tier.
Love the immersive voices he puts on. Really makes you feel like you're in the setting itself.
Solid A tier it is then. Love this man to death.
What about 40K theories?
He's for sure an A tier. He's one of the OG 40K creators.
Don't let nostalgia get to you, Joe. While yes, he's by no means a bad 40K YouTuber, his monotone voice can get a little boring. C tier.
I'd personally say low B tier, but C works fine for me.
I'm drone striking both of you.
MajorKill is an easy S tier.
Don't you fucking dare put that immature fuckwit up with Alpha.
Biden. I said keep things civil. I personally think MajorKill is a great 40K YouTuber. He's matured a lot since his early days, and it reflects with his new content. Though I do miss a bit of the edge his old self had.
Fine, A tier it is then. S tier if Timmy was still around.
What about Arch-Nazi Hammer?
He isn't a fucking Nazi, he's just a right-wing guy that likes to make people mad.
Doesn't change the fact that he's got the edgy personality of a 15-year-old, though his content is decent enough.
Agreed, some of his videos are actually pretty entertaining to listen to.
Doesn't change the fact that his personality makes me want to circumcise myself with a rusty carpet cutter. One Mind tier.
Westhammer is an easy S tier. His old shorts were amazing, and his current content is also pretty great.
I say A tier myself because his newer content doesn't really have the high-octane energetic charm his old shorts had.
Anything less than S tier, and I'm telling Michelle to force you to watch a dozen One Mind videos.
S tier it is then. Any final revisions?
I think we went a little too harsh on 40K theories. His neutral voice doesn't take away the fact his video ideas are pretty engaging. Low B tier.
I'm also overruling Joe's objections and putting Dread at low A tier where he belongs.
Fuck you, fine. I also suggest putting Arch in C tier. His personality shouldn't be the only thing we judge. His content is decent enough.
I can begrudgingly accept this list as decent.
Guess that wraps it up for now then.
40K Games tier list next?
Yes.
Absolutely.